Hey, welcome, yogis. I'm happy you're here. Welcome, everyone. So, today I just want to take you through a little vinyasa flow class. My name's Jessica. This class will start in child's pose, so go ahead and come on down to your mats. Open your knees out, let your chest settle in between your thighs. Relax yourself down. Relax your forehead to the mat. Close your eyes. Take a big deep breath in and sigh it out. So pat on the back for yourself already because you made it to your mat, and really and truly that's the hardest part of your practice is showing up. So this is your space for self-love, for acceptance, to let go of ego, let go of judgment, to just be supported by your practice, and also be free, have fun, move, and breathe. So don't take yourself so seriously. Let's start to deepen the breath. Inhale. Exhale. So I encourage you to go into Ujjayi breath so you can create that tap of fire within you and keep that heat burning inside. But breathe however works for you. Or a lot of us will use the Ujjayi breath, and then every now and then we kind of audibly exhale. Do again what works for you. But the greatest thing about the yoga practice is the breath, is your attention to your breath. So you go through your day and don't really think about your breath unless, you're reminded of it from a situation or something, and then you might breathe deep or something. But most, it's automatic, so we don't think about it. And right now, I want you to think about it. I want you to stay connected to it. That's presence. That's your present moment. This is all we have. So let's be here. So as you continue to breathe, let's bring some energy to the body. Start with the arms. Reach the hands forward and spread the fingers out. And lift the elbows and fire up the arm muscles. And lift your head an inch or so off of the mat so you're holding the weight of your head. And then start to integrate down the back. Pull your shoulders down your back. Think about your pelvic floor. Pull in through your pelvic floor and as well as your abdominal muscles, toning them, pulling the navel toward the spine. Press strongly through your fingertips and the base of your fingers. And take one more breath and then float up onto all fours. So just a little minute to get settled in this. Bring your knees underneath your hips. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. I'm going to give you just a couple seconds freedom to move however you like here. And then we'll take a couple rounds of cat-cow. So next inhale, drop your belly and lift your chin. Full breath in. Exhale, round. Tuck your chin, spread your shoulder blades. Inhale, drop your belly. Maybe gaze up. Exhale, pull in, find that front body strength. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Slow it down. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah, and then from here, we'll walk the hands forward just a little bit, tuck the toes, lift the knees, downward facing dog. Again, just going to give you a moment to move and explore. This is you being interested in your body. What are you feeling? Do you have places of resistance? Yes, you do. We all do. Places that you feel free and open. Yes. Just note where those places are. About 2 more breaths here. Start to lengthen your tail up. Knees can remain soft. Lengthen the back of your legs just as you gently reach the heels a little closer to the floor. Press in between the first finger and the thumb on the hands into the fingertips. And then next breath out. Let's start to walk to the top of our space. So tiptoe your feet all the way up, top of the mat. Hang out here, ragdoll. That means a generous bend in the knees. Chest is on the thighs. Hopefully you can really rest there. Let your head go. Your arms can go, or you can grab opposite elbows. Ragdoll, it's like my favorite. So come back to where we've been anytime throughout this practice. You can come back to all fours or child's pose, ragdoll, or down dog anytime, because they're great places to connect with the breath. So we're going to move into Sun Salutation A. This first round we're going to take a little bit slow. Again, just sort of integrating. Let your tail drop down, round your spine up very slowly, one vertebrae at a time, until you come all the way up to stand. Little wiggles, shake it out. I want you to ground in through your feet. So spread the toes, root in through all 4 corners of the feet, and then begin to pull the energy from the earth up into your body. So standing tall, roll your shoulders down. Let's go ahead and reach the fingertips toward the floor here, palms facing forward. Lift through your crown. Draw your belly in. And then bring your hands to your heart center. And maybe drop your chin just a little or close your eyes. Connect with your intention here. What drew you to your mat today? What awesomeness does your practice bring out within you? Take a big deep breath in. Exhale it out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale. Sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale. Bring your hands to your heart center. Forward fold. Come all the way down through heart center. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Lengthen your spine. And exhale. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Charge up the legs. Up you go. And then exhale right back down. Forward fold. Inhale halfway. Lengthen. And release. Soften the legs. Do it again. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Swan dive or bring hands through the middle all the way down. Inhale. Halfway up. Exhale. Forward fold. Bring the hands to the mat. Step your feet back into plank position. You come into the top of a push-up. Our first time is always a little bit of tuning in and exploring, so there may be some movement here, shifting to one side of the body and then the other. You may notice right away that your low back is talking to you, so that means set your knees down and modify this. So if you're feeling pretty strong in the upper body, stay with your breath. Stay on the toes and charge back through your heels. So lift those thighs, back of the thighs up to the sky. But draw your tail down toward the heels and pull the belly in. Hang on. Get about 10 more seconds. Lift your head just so that you're looking over the top of your mat. Your crown is an extension of your spine. All the way. 5. Breathe for 4. 3, 2, and 1. Shift your weight forward. Set your knees down on this one and slowly come down to your belly. All the way down. Untuck your toes. Press down through the tops of your feet on your next breath in. Let's find Cobra. Just roll the shoulders back. And then breathe out and relax back down. 2 more. Inhale, Cobra. Back strength. Hands are light. Exhale, fold in. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale, fold in. Now root those palms down. Tuck your elbows in by your sides. Tuck your toes, lift your knees up off of the mat. Begin to draw your belly button up off of the mat. Lift your hips just a little. Push as strong as you can into your arms and straight body to plank. That's hard to do, so modify that if you need. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Hips up. Breathe out. Nice job. Let's do that part again. Roll forward back into plank position. Make sure that we're not locking out our elbows, so we keep into the muscles of the arms with that micro bend in the elbows. Find your fingertips engaging. Reach back through your heels. All of those little cues. Find them again. Breathe. Stay with it. One more breath in. Exhale it out. Shift forward. Inhale. Lower yourself halfway to the floor. Drop your knees down if you're shaking. Stay here. Elbows over your wrist. Heart reaching forward. Eyes looking forward. 5, 4, 3. Inhale. 2. Exhale, let it out, and then come up on your next breath in for upward facing dog, or you can go back into cobra. So stay here for a moment. Let your thighs relax on your mat. Gaze over your left shoulder, just wagging the tail a little here, and then gaze over your right shoulder. And then take your gaze back to center. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Hug your elbows in a little bit closer. And now push strong into your hands, maybe strong into the tops of your feet, and your thighs will lift. And then everybody take it back, downward facing dog. Big deep breath in. Full breath. Let it go. So let's put that all together. Next breath in, lengthen your tail, reach back with your chest. Breathe out, take a big step up to the top of your mat. Breathe in to halfway lift. And exhale to forward fold. Inhale, long spine, reach all the way up, reverse swan dive. Exhale, forward fold, come right back down. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Exhale, bring your hands down, step back and move through chaturanga on knees or toes. Back bend, cobra or up dog. Inhale, finish that breath. And take it back into down dog. Exhale. Stay here, breathe in. Empty out the air, bottom of the exhale, bring your feet up. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, down we go. Inhale, gaze up, lengthen. Exhale, take that length, fold it in. Step back and lower. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Let's do it one more time, yogis. Breathe in. Bring feet forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Forward fold. Halfway up. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Spread your fingers out. Bend your knees like you're going to take your knees down to the mat. Come really low, an inch above the mat, and then lift your hips back up to the sky. So arms stay straight, press your chest back, bend your knees, and lift your hips up. 2 more. Down dog squat. Lower and lift. This time, lower the knees, look forward, and then step or maybe lightly jump your feet to the top of your mat, and then lift into halfway up. And exhale, fold your head down. Sun salutation B. Bring your feet together all the way. Knees, shins, thighs, everything is squeezing to the center line. Sit back into your hips as you bend your knees and reach your arms to the sky. Chair pose. So we're here for a few breaths. Have fun, tune in, move around a little bit. Maybe the arms overhead isn't working for you today, so Try bending the elbows and cactus arms, or maybe hands at namaste. Sit back into your heels a little further. Squeeze those thighs and knees together. Try and charge your fingers up by spreading your palms out nice and wide. Stay where you are, yogis. Feel the sensations in the legs especially. You can do this. 2 more breaths. Inhale, fully fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Step or jump back, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your right leg up to the sky. Stay here for a couple of breaths. We're going to connect into the shoulders. Keep them squared to the back of the mat. Connect into the palms. And keep reaching your left heel toward the mat as you take your thighs, scissor them away from each other. Right leg up a little bit higher. And then on your next breath out, set it up for warrior 1. Bring your right foot in between your hands. Spin your left heel to the mat. And then get your balance, come all the way up. Torso over the hips. Arms to the sky. Connect back with your foundation. So think about your feet. Maybe even look at your feet. See that your heels are aligned. See that your right toes are straight forward. Drop your shoulders down. Take their thumbs back as you spread your fingers out wide. Maybe gaze up. Fill up for another breath here. And then exhale. Bring your hands to the mat. Lift your right leg. Take it through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg to the sky. Finding that opposition. Left leg reaching up, right heel reaching down. Heart reaching back to the right leg. Lift the left leg just an inch higher. Exhale it forward in between your hands, warrior 1. Ground into the outside edge of your right foot. Your pinky toe on your right big foot should really be grounded in. And if you look back at your right foot, your ankle, you really kind of taking out any wrinkles in the ankle there, because we are grounding back into the outside edge. And then let your hips turn forward. Let your ribs come together just a little bit so your belly's engaged. Take the arms back, lift up, breathe in. Exhale, release, let it go. Move through chaturanga. Take it into up dog, inhale. Exhale it back, downward facing dog. Let's do that with the breath this time. Soften your knees. Look forward. Step or jump both feet to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, release and fold. Inhale to chair pose. Drop your hips and reach up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, lunge it forward, left heel down. Inhale, warrior 1. Finish that breath. Exhale through chaturanga, moving slowly. Inhale and exhale. Left leg up, inhale. Bring it forward, exhale. Rise into warrior 1, breathe in. And release into chaturanga using your strength. Inhale, upward facing dog, drop your shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your right leg up, inhale. Exhale, lunge it forward. Warrior 1, inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Do that again on the left side. So our transitions are always chaturanga, up dog, and then we meet in down dog. So if you ever wanted to skip the chaturanga and up dog and give your upper body a break, just go straight to down dog. We'll meet up there. Now this time we'll take the right leg to the sky. Square the hips off. So tuck your right toes down toward the mat. so that your hips are level and you're flexing that foot, shooting energy through your right heel. Awesome work. Keep your heart square. Keep the hands spread. Keep the weight in between your first finger and your thumb. And then on your next breath out, yogis, knee to nose. Let's round the spine and bring yourself forward over your wrist. Hold it here. Keep the knee pulled in. Keep your chin tucked in. And then take it back to three-legged dog. Reach up. Now sweep forward with the right knee up to the right tricep. See if you can get it up there. And hold this first one. 3, 2, and take it back. Inhaling. Exhale, take it over to your left tricep. Twist across the body again and hold it here for 3. Hold it for 2. Hold it 1. Take it back up. Inhale. Now one breath. Exhale, knee to nose to the center. Round. Come forward. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Take it all the way up. Come on. Inhale, shift back. Yes, the left tricep. Take it over across the body. Good job. Take it up high. Inhale. And then exhale, bring it forward in between your hands. This time, crescent lunge. So stay on your left toe. A little more balance. Get that balance. Get the legs charged up together. Hips squeezing in and then rise all the way up. Shoulders over your hips. Arms to the sky. Crescent lunge. Very nice. So think about your left hip and make sure that it's in line with your right. It wants to drop down. So lift up through your left thigh. Reach back through your left heel. Spread those fingers out wide. Maybe gaze up, fill up with one more breath. And then bring your hands to the mat. Step your right leg back, lower halfway. Set the foot down, three-legged chaturanga maybe. Inhale. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, take the left leg up. Hips are square. Glutes are engaged. Arms are engaged. Breath is deep. Ready? Here we go. Lift the left leg just a little bit more. Knee to nose, and we hold. Hold it here. Kiss the knee. Take it back up. And take the left knee, left tricep, and hold. You got it. Right here. Right here. Take it back. There you go. Twist across the body over to the right tricep. Hold in for 3, 2, 1. Take it up. One more round with breath. Exhale, knee to nose. Come forward. Inhale, shift high. Exhale, left tricep. Inhale it back. Twist across. Right tricep. Take it high. This time pull it in. Lift your head. Set the foot down. Right in between your hands. Crescent lunge. Come on up. Now we have to take our time. Sometimes we shake out of it. You might even narrow your stance just a little bit or soften your right knee if you want some more support in the lower body. Pull your belly in, ribs toward each other. Fingertips open and spread. Thumbs reaching back. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe out. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, sit a little bit low, down dog squat, and then look forward, step or jump, both feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Feet together, chair pose. Drop your hips. Inhale, reach your arms up high. And shift into your toes now, balanced chair. Lift your heels up high. Try and keep squeezing them toward each other. Squeeze your knees together. Again, you might take a different arm variation, whatever feels best in your neck and in your upper back. Stay with it. So let's bring the hands to the heart center. Let's try to come down into toe squat. And you can bring your hands out to the side if you think you're going to fall out here. But we're going to stay on the toes, squat all the way down so that our hips come on our heels. And then if you think you can, bring your hands back to your heart center. And lean back just a little bit. Stay here, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now listen up. We're going to come up very slowly. Try to straighten the legs. Sweep your arms up overhead. Stand up high on the tippy toes, fingertips to the sky. Now sink the heels, forward fold, take it all the way down. Yes, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. Nice job. Bring yourself into plank position. Set your knees down to a modified plank so the knees are behind the hips. Line your hands up directly underneath your shoulders and then lift your left leg off of the mat. Flex the foot. Keep it at hip level, again using the glutes. Lift your right arm, spinal balance, bicep by the ear. Right thumb facing up. Reach your right fingers away from your left heel as far as you can. Stretch the body long. Take one more breath. Slowly release. Reset the knees up, modified plank. Lift the right leg, flex the toes back. When you're ready, lift the left arm up, bicep by the ear. Again, watch the elbow. Make sure we're not locking out in that right arm. Release, come back into modified plank. Now I'll take a modified side plank. I want you to kick your left foot over to the left side of your mat and open your body up to the right. And then just maybe gaze back down to your left hand. Is it right below your face? That's where you want it. And your left knee is back behind your hip so that you can really work on your core strength here. And then right arm goes up to the sky. And you have a few seconds, so some of you might be strong enough to really lift through that right leg and scissor this side plank out. Grow away from the mat, everybody. Yogis, inhale. And then exhale, right hand down, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Yes, and down dog. And plank position. And modify your plank, drop your knees down. Kick your right leg, lower leg only, over to the right, like a little kickstand. Open up your hips and shoulders to face the left, side plank. Most of us are right-handed, feeling a little stronger on this side maybe. You can straighten your bottom leg, your right leg if you want, or just lift up everyone through that top leg and see what happens. Just go for it. Take one more breath in. Exhale, vinyasa or downward facing dog. Very nice work. Let's go through a little bit more here. Bend the knees, look forward, step or jump lightly, both feet up. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, breathe out. Feet together, chair pose. Bring it down, hips, bring the arms up high. Now bring your palms together to your heart center. Knit your ribs in toward each other, engage your abdominal muscles, take a breath, and then twist to your right as you exhale. And stay here, twisted chair. Look down to your knees. Look at your left knee. Is it in front of your right knee? Pull it back. Use your left hip to pull the knees and hips square. Use your next exhale to twist your navel up and over your right thigh. Really just twisting the chest, stacking the right shoulder. Maybe you notice where your palms are. Did they kind of creep up to your right shoulder? So if you can pull them to the center of your chest. Sit your hips a little bit lower. Take one more breath. Exhale, fold out over the legs. Shake it out. Find chair pose again. Bend your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up. Hands to your heart center as you exhale. Like connect your thumbs to your sternum and see if we can keep them right in that space. Inhale for length, reach through your crown, and then twist to the left this time. The right elbow is going toward the left knee, but I'd rather you keep your head higher than your hips, so that may mean that we're up higher off of the thigh and the knee. Look at your right knee though. Look at it. Where is it? Does it need to be pulled back in space? Almost every time we need to make that adjustment. Sit into those heels. Now twist deeper as you exhale. Lengthen further as you inhale. Spread your fingers out. Press your palms together. Last breath in, everybody. Nice work. Exhale, fold out over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale into plank position, round yourself forward. Spinal balance again, stay on your toes if you have that in your practice. Lift your left leg up. Lift your right arm up, bicep by the ear. Left arm is strong, charged up. Breathing, keep your head looking over the top of your mat. One more inhale. Come down, release, exhale. Let's go right to the other side. Lift your right leg up. Lift your left arm up. You can do this. Find your core. Make sure your tail's tucked just enough so that your belly and your abdominal muscles are supporting your spine here. Breathe. Get that length. Last breath. And release. Take it back into plank pose. I'm going to give you a quick down dog. Take your hips to the sky. If that doesn't feel like enough of a break to you, then drop down and take child's pose. Spread your fingers out wide. Lift your tail to the sky. Sink your heels down. Inhale, come back into plank position. Drop your heels to the left. Side plank. Lift your right arm up. Again, going back to that first variation if you need to today. Let's see if we can lift the right leg up here. Scissor it up. Press strong into the mat. Grow further away from the mat. Hips high. And release. Chaturanga. Doing great. Up dog. Down dog. Plank position. Spin heels to the right. Side plank. Other side. Just be here. Remember, let go of your judgment to yourself. Let go of, what you think you should look like in this pose and just be here. Lift your left leg up if that's available. If not, let it go. 5, keep breathing. 4, 3, 1 inch higher, 2, and release. And again, we may choose to skip this and go straight to downward facing dog. Otherwise, chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog. Everybody, get down, dog. Let's take the knees down to the mat and take a little child's pose break. Forehead relaxing down. Sweep your arms back over towards your feet. Just find your breath again. Reconnect with your intention. All right, yogis, let's reach our hands forward. Spread the fingers out nice and wide. Activate your child's pose. And then when you're ready, lift up. Let's press back into downward facing dog. Take another deep breath here. Soften the knees, look forward. Tiptoe the feet all the way up to the top of your space. And then when you get there, full breath in, halfway lift. Exhale it out. And then bend the knees, drop into chair pose. Sit the hips back. Go ahead and bring the hands to the heart space. Press your palms together. We're going to shift into the left foot, come into eagle. So pick up your right leg, pick it up nice and high, cross it up and over the left leg. Keep the knees and hips squared forward as best you can. And then you're going to pick up your left arm and sneak your right elbow underneath your left. So the parts of the body that are touching here, let's really try to press them together. Hug everything into the midline of the body. Sit your hips down a little bit lower. See if you can lift your elbows. Move your palms away from your face and lean your shoulders back. Keep your chin lifted, head nice and lifted through your crown. Stay here. And if you fall, you fall, but hold a drishti, hold one focal point for one more breath. We're going to flow into dancer, so we're just going to uncross the right leg, release the arms, sweep back with the right hand, grab the inside of the right foot, get yourself grounded again on that left foot, reach your left arm to the sky, spread your fingers out, take a breath in, and then kick back into your right hand, creating as much space as you can from your left fingertips to your right toes. Keep kicking. Again, even if you fall out. Take another full breath in here. Stay here for your exhale. I have one more balance on this left side. We'll move into standing pigeon here. So soften the right knee, let go of the foot, cross the right ankle up and over the left knee. Bring your hands to your heart space. Press your palms together, sit back deep into your left heel. Drop your hip back. Flex your right toes. So keep sitting into this. I know your leg is burning. Breathe deep. Open your chest. One more. Big breath. And then straighten the left leg. Release the right. Shake out the left foot, left leg if you need. And then step the left leg back and open to a straddle. Sweep your arms up. Take a full inhale. And then exhale, swan dive. Bring yourself forward. Chest, head, hands. Now when you get here in your straddle, feel free to turn the toes in slightly. Let the heels turn out. Tent up the fingers, lift up to halfway, lengthen your spine, and then fold in, drop your chest. Let your forehead drop. Breathe into the inner thighs. As you feel your weight gently shift into your toes. Let's walk the hands underneath us. Press ourselves back into a halfway lift. And bring the left hand right below your face. Keep your left arm long. Keep your spine long and your hips square. Draw your right arm to the sky. Straddle twist. And again, so hips square. Usually what will happen as we twist is the left hip will drop, the right hip will lift. See if we can pull that left hip up a little bit. Square the right hip down. Make sure the sacrum is nice and flat. Last breath. And release the right hand down, twisting the other way. Tent up your right fingertips, lengthen your spine, breathe in. Exhale, twisting left arm up. Same little cue here, just micro pick up the right hip, squaring down through the left. Keep that upper back nice and straight. Last breath in. And release. Bring your hands to your hips. Flat spine now. Inhale, rise all the way up using the legs. And let's just go ahead and turn ourselves to the back of our mat.
And then step the feet together into chair pose. Drop the hips, inhale, reach the arms up high. Press your palms to your heart space. And we'll shift into the right foot, eagle here, crossing the left leg up and over. So cross the up inner thighs as high as you can. And then press the knee into the thigh, press the calf shin into the shin, the foot. Try not to let it dangle out there unless you're using it like a kickstand. And then lift your right arm up nice and high, sweep your left elbow underneath your right. Same action here, press your forearms against each other, back of your hands or your palms against each other. Find a focal point, steady gaze. Lift your elbows, move your palms away from your face, lean back, sit lower. Hang on, 5, breathing. 1 more, inhale. And exhale, straighten out the right leg. We'll move into dancer. Grab on the inside of the left foot. Draw the knees close together, stand tall, reach up through the right fingers, and then kick back. So a lot of energy kicking back into that left leg. Getting that stretch in the chest and the left shoulder. A new focal point. Keep your steady gaze right to one spot. You're doing really great. Take another breath right here. Stay here for the exhale. Release the foot slowly. Cross it up and over the right knee. Sitting back into standing pigeon. Drop your weight back. Flex your left toes. Keep your spine long. Press your hands at your heart center. Maybe sit lower. You're almost there. Big deep breath in. 1 inch lower. And straighten it out. Set the left foot down. Shake out the right leg a little bit if you need. All right, whatever side of the mat you're on is fine. I realize that if you're watching the video, it doesn't make much sense to go to the back of your mat, so you can't see. So come to where you can see if you need. We're going to come to Tadasana, mountain pose. And then we'll inhale, sweep the arms up over the head. And then grab onto your left wrist with your right hand. Anchor through your left heel. Take a breath in. And then nice lateral bend. Take your arms over to the right, hips to the left. As you breathe and stay here, try to maintain a little length on that right side body as well. Maybe you need to soften the elbows. And maybe you can draw the arms back. 1 more breath. And release. Grab onto the right wrist with the left hand. Anchor your right heel. Spread your right toes. Breathe in. Exhale. Take the hips to the right, arms to the left. Keep the neck long here. If you want to gently rotate and look under your right arm, go for it. But again, keep those shoulders moving down the back, away from the ears. 1 more breath. And then release. Reach the arms up overhead, palms together. Take it back just a little bit into your back bend. Engage your abdominal muscles. Eyes up. And then very slowly on your next exhale, forward bend. Come all the way down. Let your head go. So maybe you want to separate your feet at least hip distance apart, or a little bit wider is okay. And then we're going to work our fold here for a few breaths. So if you want to grab onto big toes with peace fingers, yogi toe grip, or maybe just wrap around behind the calves or ankles. Lengthen your next breath and look up halfway. And then exhale, folding in. Stay here using the grip that you have with your upper body. So we're going to use the arms to gently pull in. Use the exhales when you do that action. Two more. And releasing the grip. Widen the toes out now to the sides of the mat, heels turned in slightly. Drop your hips to Malasana. So you're only going to go down so far with the hips as you can keep your heels down flat. So some of you may have to be up a little bit higher, which will be more work for the thighs, more of a squat action, but still good. You'll eventually get those hips open up. Now let's take a little twist. Drop your right arm down on the inside of your right knee, and then twist, lift the left arm up to the sky. Stay here. You can work this into a bind, and this is really only if you have that nice deep Malasana squat. You can start to turn your right arm around your right shin, and then sweep your left hand behind your back, and maybe you can find the fingers together. And release. And we'll go the other side. Drop your left arm down. Pull and open the right arm to the sky. Stay right here, fingers reaching in opposition, or start to turn that left arm, reach around and outside of the knee or shin, right hand behind the back, and we can just keep reaching fingers for each other. If they don't find each other today, maybe next time. Lift your chest, spine straight as you can get it. One more breath. And release. Take your hips back to the sky. Oh, straighten that out. Maybe wiggle the hips a little bit here, side to side. Nice. And then we'll come to the side of our mat. So we'll step out to the side. And we're going to come down to the knees. And we'll be on the knees for a few. So if you want to pad up your mat, go ahead and fold the long end of your mat in so you have a little extra padding. And then we're going to come into gate pose. So let's stand on the knees. Knees are hip distance apart. We'll start on the left knee. Straighten your right leg all the way out. Come into warrior 2 foot there on the right side. So the outside edge of your right foot is down. Lift up your left arm to the sky. Take a nice long breath in. And then take your arm over to the right. Your right arm can just kind of slide down your right leg a little here. Just like in our standing lateral bend, keep length on both sides of the body. Nice big breath. And we're going to release and come up. So what we're going to do is with this left arm is kind of cartwheel over to the left and take it into kind of a modified side plank. So lift the right leg up. And then I want to try to bend the right knee. Take the right arm and reach back like you're coming into dancer here in your side plank. So grab the inside of your right foot. And then just like in dancer, kick back into your right hand. Your knee doesn't really need to go much higher than your hip though. So keep it in line with your hip. Just kick the leg back. Keep kicking, little balance here. Keep your core engaged. Good. Yes. And then slowly release the foot and come back up into your gate position. So right foot out straight, foot flat. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tuck the left foot and lift the left heel up and go into like a half camel, half gate. So this time your left hand will sweep back behind you. And then we'll just start it at the sacrum. Why don't we start with the hand right on the sacrum and reach your right arm up to the sky. So think of camel here, gently pressing the hips forward and lengthening out of the low back. And then you can start to take the eyes up toward the right hand. As you do that, release the left hand, maybe find the left foot here. And when you find the foot, yes, press into the foot, open the chest. Maybe take the eyes back and head back if you want, or you can keep your chin tucked in. 2 deep breaths here. One more. Bring your hand back to your low back for support. Lift yourself out, drop your right arm, bring your right knee in. Go ahead and come onto your hands and just take the hips and wag them side to side. Maybe walk those knees around a little bit. Come back up to stand on the knees. Let's go to the other side. Straighten your left leg out. Turn your toes. Press the outside edge of that foot in. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Full deep breath in here. And then take the body over to the left, hips over to the right. Release, slowly coming out. And then let's drop that right arm over as we cartwheel out. Right hand goes right below the shoulder. Lift the left leg up. And then as you're ready, left arm will scoop the inside of the left foot. Kick into a half dancer pose here. So there's a lot happening. Getting that nice chest opener. Shoulder opener. Bending the back. Kicking back. Balancing. Yeah. Yeah. One more big breath here. Release. Bring yourself back into gate position. Left leg out straight. Hands on the hips here to begin. Tuck your right toes so the heel is lifted. Right hand to the sacrum. Left hand to the sky lifted up. Start to draw your eyes up. Keep going back. You might slide your right hand down the thigh or the heel is probably close there. Press into the heel now. Bring your hips forward just a little bit. Pull out of the low back. Remember, these back bends are more for the upper back, mid back, not so much the low back. So keep lengthening away from your tailbone. Take one more breath. Look back if you want, or up. Right hand back to the sacrum. Lift yourself out. Nice. Bring your left knee in, and again, maybe walk the hands forward. Wiggle the hips here side to side, or pat out the tops of the feet if you need to. Good, yogis. Unfold your mat. Have a seat. All right, seated twist. Keep your left leg straight. Draw your right knee in, and let's cross the right foot over on outside of the left leg. And then pull that thigh in close to your chest as you can. Take your left arm and wrap it around. I like to kickstand with the right hand behind the tailbone here. Lift up tall. Flex your left toes. Begin to twist your belly here first. And bring that up into the mid-back, to the shoulders, or right shoulder reaching back. And then lastly, if you want to turn, chin over right shoulder. Good, nice. Lengthen up, inhale. Exhale, twisting. And then release, come back. I'll go ahead and take your left hand and pick up that right foot, and we'll come in to cradle the baby. So yeah, switch. Grab your right calf or ankle with your right hand, and then scoop your left arm around so that the foot goes inside the crook of your left elbow. Right arm can wrap around now on the outside of the right knee. Sit up tall. Reflex the left toes there and engage that left leg all the way down. So figure four would be a nice modification out of cradle the baby. Notice where your spine is. If you feel like you're rounding your upper back in order to maintain your baby hold here, then try bending the left leg and reaching the hands back behind you, and just rest that foot on the leg instead. Take another breath. One more. And slowly release. Straighten your right leg out. Pull the left leg in, seated twist. Cross it over and outside of the right thigh. Sit up tall. Wrap your right arm around you. Pull that knee in close. Left hand behind the back. Exhale, twisting to the left. Take your time. Release your twist. Come to center. Let's find cradle the baby here. So pick up the left ankle. Yeah, keep the ankle flexed on that lifted foot, both feet. And then take it to the inside of the right elbow. And wrap the left arm around. So sometimes around the leg and the foot is a hard thing too. You can always hug underneath the calf if you'd rather. And then you can help the leg pull it in a little bit. Sit up tall. Remember, figure four is there for you. Pay attention to the difference between this side and the other. See if you can release and dissolve here. Good. Release. Let it go. Straighten your legs out in front. Wiggle them out here. Okay, let's come down to our stomachs. So swing your legs back around behind you. Come on down to your belly. We're going to do some spine work here. Take your feet out to the corners of your mat and your arms overhead out to the top corners of your mat. Super yogi. Pull your navel into your spine. Press your hip bones down to the mat, and next breath in, arms and legs lifted up nice and high. Everything up. Hold it up here. Airplane wing arms are perfect if this is too much for the neck or the shoulders. Keep your neck long, speaking of. So chin tucked in, lift up a little bit higher. Stay here. 5, breathing. 4, 3, 2, and then relax down. Take your left cheek to the mat, look to the right, and relax. Soften. Let's draw the legs all the way together on this next one. So we're going to squeeze the inner thighs together, toes together. We're going to try to maintain that connection. Let's take the hands and sweep them around behind the back and interlace the fingers together. So locust this time. Still press the hips down, but lift the navel away from your mat. And then on your next breath out, lift up. So lift up the legs, lift up the chest. Keep the neck long, eyes down. If you can lift the arms up off the back, go for that. Keep lifting, keep breathing. So each breath is new expansion, new expression. Your best expression of the pose right before you leave it. Take one more breath right here. And release. Take your right shoulder or right ear to the mat. Look to the left. Here we go for the third round. Bow pose. So if you'd rather take one of those first two options, please do. Otherwise, bend the knees, reach back with the hands, grab the tops of the feet, ankles if you can. Then make sure that the knees draw back in so that they're just hip distance apart. Focusing down, breath in, exhale, up you go, kick back. Kick into those hands. Ooh, we've had some nice chest opening today. So keep kicking, keep lifting. See if you can lift your thighs entirely. See if you can lift your chest. So just your bottom ribs and your hips and that small section of your low belly connecting. Lift up. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly let go. So you can stack your hands here and bring your forehead down to a neutral position right on the top of back side of your hands, and maybe windshield wiper your legs side to side. All right, let's open the shoulders just a bit more before we roll over to our backs. So we're going to take knot. So from here, bring your hands up over the top of your mat and walk your right hand out and gently press your chest up like you're coming into cobra, and then thread your left arm underneath all the way over to the right side. And then relax yourself in and start to snake your left arm or your right arm over to the left like you're tying the knot. So do your best here. Breathe through this. This is pretty intense. A lot of us have really tight shoulders. If you need a little more stretch, kind of use your toes and your legs and push your whole body forward into those shoulders. And just do that very delicately, please. 2 more breaths here. Last one. And try to walk your right arm back, push yourself up so you can unthread that left arm. Now walk your left hand out to tent yourself up. Let's go other side. Snake the right arm all the way under and over. You want to keep your shoulders square here. Take your left arm now over to the right. Noticing one side from the other. It is what it is. Just be aware as you breathe into your shoulders here. Let your head relax. Release. Walk that left hand under. Press up, unthread the right arm. Okay, we're going to roll to our backs now. So flip yourself over, come onto your back. So I say just a little core work, yogis. All right. So tuck your shoulders behind your heart. Neck is long. Lift your feet straight up from your hips. Squeeze your legs all the way together. And then we'll climb the rope here. So reaching the arms up. You're going to take your left hand to the outside of your right foot like you're reaching for a rope, and then switch grab. Switch lift. Lift. So it's basically like a crunch twist. Keep reaching up for the outside of that foot. Shoulder blades up. Neck is long. Keep it going. Keep the belly pulled in. Finding breath that works for you. 10 seconds. Here you go. 5. Hang on. 4. Up. 3, 2, 1. Relax your head and shoulders down. Zip up your legs all the way together again. If you separated them, pull your navel into your spine. Drop your legs 1/3 of the way. Hold it. Feel your core connect. Hold. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Take it 2/3 of the way down. Hold it here. Keep holding. Take it as low as you can with the legs. Really drop them out low. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring the legs back up. Nice. We're going to do it one more time. Challenge is going to be to lift the head and shoulders here. You can just float the hands right by the hips. Drop them 1/3 of the way down. Hold. Breathe. Come on, you guys. You can do this. 2/3 of the way down. Hold it here. Look at those toes. Lift up a little bit higher through the chest, through the upper back. Go as low as you can. Now look at the toes. Look at the toes. You can do it. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 2, 2. Okay, take it down. Release. Good work. Arms overhead. One more. Reach the fingertips away from the toes. Take a big deep breath. On your exhale, curl yourself into a little ball. Bring your arms by your sides. Kiss your knees, hug it in. And then inhale, stretch away, open out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, open everything as big as you can. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, pull in. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This is it. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Bring your feet flat. Rest your head. We're going to stretch the front body into bridge pose. So bring those heels directly out from the sit bones. Press them in and then peel the tail up. Start to roll all the way up so that you're up there on your shoulders. Eyes straight up. Several breaths here. Lift up the thighs. Stretch the abs. Take the hands behind the back. If you want one more little shoulder chest opener here, interlace the fingers. Last breath. And slowly coming down. All right, bring the feet close to you. Happy baby pose, knees by the sides of the chest. Grab onto those feet, inside or outside, or big toe grip. Keep drawing the knees down with the upper body now with those arms. Pull it in, but keep your tailbone pressing down. If it feels all right, you want to rock a little bit, go for it. Nice. Release the feet. So you can take whatever nice, easy spinal twist that you like. Drop the knees or one knee over to the right. On this easy final spinal, I like to make sure everything's resting onto the floor, so feel your support. And come back. And twist the other way. Slowly drop the knees or one knee over. Relax into the floor. Look the opposite way. And releasing your twist. All right, my friends. Shavasana. Straighten those legs out. Wiggle the thighs. Let the toes splay apart. Hands can be off the sides of the mat. Shoulders tucking underneath your back. Palms face up. Close the eyes. Take a big breath in. Sip in a little bit more air. Hold it in for 3, 2, and then sigh it out. Now just scan your body real quick, head to toe, and see if there's any other last place that you might be holding on to some energy. Your body's calm, relaxed, and still. Do your best to keep your mind quiet. Take in your practice. I encourage you to stay here as long as you like. Shoot for at least 5 minutes or so. Don't worry, whatever's going on in your world, it will still be there, waiting for you. So just take this time. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.